Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this particular video we are going to derive the equations of motion by graphical method, and we'll practice some, if we get some time we'll practice some questions. Okay, so in this video we are going to derive the equations of motion by graphical method. So by using graph we are going to define, or say we are going to actually derive the equations of motion. Okay, so let us start it. Okay, and yes, there is a link in the description. So there are 7 to 8 questions based on graph, and there is only one numerical, and the rest all are just, they are uh, there are theoretical questions. Okay, so let us start. So in this particular graph we are going to use velocity time graph. Okay, so by the use of velocity time graph, so what is the topic today? Equations of motion. That is why graphical method. Okay, so let us start. So consider this is a velocity time graph. Okay, this is a velocity time graph. This represents, okay, this represents time, and body start traveling with a certain velocity. Body has some initial velocity, उसके पास कुछ initial velocity था. So let us say it start from here and it goes like this. Okay, now this is velocity time graph. This is what? U. Why U? Because it has this initial velocity. 0 से लेकर के यहाँ तक का उसका initial velocity है. यहाँ पे अगर 3 होगा तो 3 उसका initial velocity. Okay, now if I told you that calculate the value of slope, now how will you calculate it? Just you will draw a dotted line, so that draw a dotted line so that you just get an imagination कि ये x axis से हम ये angle बना रहे हैं. Okay, so this is angle theta. Well, this is angle theta. So this theta will represent acceleration, and that is the slope in velocity time graph. Okay, so now tell me one thing. What is this? What is this? ये क्या है बॉडी का? This is v. क्यों? ये फाइनल वेलोसिटी होगा ना बॉडी का, ये जो होगा यहाँ पे जो क्वांटिटी होगा that will be the final velocity of the object. Okay, so this is v. Now let us name those points. Okay, I'm naming this as A, this is O, this is B, this is C, and this point is D. Okay, fine. Now how is tan theta defined? tan theta को हमने कैसे डिफाइन किया है? परपेंडिकुलर अपॉन बेस. ओके, हमने बताया आपको कि अगर there is a slope, calculate the slope by using the formula tan theta, and tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Okay, so let us do one thing, that this is u. Now tell me, will this be t? ये क्या ये t होगा? Yes, this will be t, क्योंकि ये देखो AOBC, this itself is a, and you know that this line I have drawn just because that कि मुझे पता चले कि मैं x axis से draw कर रहा हूँ, तो ये भी तो टाइम ही है ना. Okay, now tell me the length of this particular one. So let us derive this. So derivation of the first equation is like this. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is what? DC upon, this is what? This is perpendicular, and this is perpendicular, and this is base. Okay, so this is perpendicular upon base, so perpendicular is BD upon AC. Why AC not BD? Because I have, okay, let us take yes, BD upon, yes, BD upon what is OP, right? Perpendicular upon base, right? Now we know that this OB is equal to AC. So let us change it. So BC upon OB is equal to AC, right? And now tell me one thing. This BC is what? This BC, sorry, BD, sorry, BD. So this BD is what? This BD is BC minus CD. BC plus CD. So if I'm asking you what is DC, DC की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? So DC will be equal to what? इस DC की वैल्यू हमें पता होनी चाहिए. So this is whole BD. BD minus CD will give us what? That will give us BD minus CD will give us DC, right? Upon AC. Okay. Now this BD upon DC CB is equal to AC. Okay. Now tell me one thing. AC is time. BD is what? BD is V, and this particular point is U. So this is V minus U. So I am writing it as V minus. So not change the color right now. So this will be BD is what? V, and CB is what? Now tell me one thing. ये AO है, ये AO है, and this is a rectangle. ये rectangle बन गया, तो ये AO किसके इक्वल हो गया? BC के इक्वल. So that is why V minus U, and this AC is equal to itself is to time. Okay. Therefore यहाँ से हमें क्या मिलता है? That A is equal to ये acceleration है ना, tan theta, या फिर लिख लो ये acceleration. क्यों? क्योंकि velocity time graph का slope हमें acceleration देता है. तो यहाँ से हमें A मिलता है V minus U by T, और यहीं से हमें मिल जाता है हमें first equation of motion by the help of graph, that is V is equal to U plus AT. This is the method to actually show this. So the first equation of motion. Now the second equation of motion, same graph will be there. Okay, same graph will be there, nothing will be changed. Now what will be the area will be giving you? We know that in the second equation of motion there is displacement. Displacement है उसमें, तो हमें कुछ distance या displacement जैसा चाहिए. So tell me one thing, that the slope of velocity time graph gives you the acceleration, but area under the curve gives you the displacement, because I have told you that the velocity time graph's area will give you the displacement. So that is why I am writing here that displacement S will be equal to area under rectangle. Which rectangle? AOBC plus there is a right angle triangle, so plus area of triangle ACE, right? Let us calculate it. Okay, so if we calculate it, area of rectangle, so what will be the area of rectangle? This is length, this is breadth, so this will be OB into AOA plus area of triangle ACD is what? Half into base into height. If you don't know, you definitely, your maths is weak, so first make your basics strong. So this is AC and this is CD, half into AC into CD. Okay, now one thing, this OB is equal to T. See, this is T, इसका length T है और इसका length U है, so this is U into T plus 1/2 into AC. What is AC? AC हमारे पास क्या है? That is also time. And CD is what? CD is what? V minus U. Now यहाँ पे कुछ चीजें चेंज करेंगे. We know that V minus U, V is equal to U plus AT. So AT is equal to what? V minus U. So therefore इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो हमारे पास आता है S is equal to UT plus half into A, because V minus U will AT, and T into T will give you the AT square. So S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So this is the derivation of the second equation of motion. Now the third equation of motion is just similar to this. Okay, so let us derive that also. Okay, so here also we will do the one thing. So displacement इज ऑल्सो इक्वल टू, इसका भी, इसमें भी डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन्वॉल्व होता है, इसलिए हम डिस्प्लेसमेंट को ही लेके चल रहे हैं. एरिया अंडर एरिया अंडर एरिया अंडर व्हाट, एरिया अंडर VT ग्राफ, VT ग्राफ AOBCD, AOBCD. नाउ यहाँ पे एक अलग तरीके का शेप बनता है, एक अलग तरीके का शेप. This is a trapezium. This is what? A trapezium. What is a trapezium? A trapezium is that type of quadrilateral whose two opposite sides are parallel. Okay, so that is a trapezium. Well, all parallelogram have two, side parallel, but this is a kind of trapezium is a quadrilateral having two sides parallel, but the parallel sides are unequal, right? So let us start. So area of AOBCD, that is a trapezium, is given by half into sum of parallel side into altitude, that means height. Okay, so let us just put the values. Half into sum of parallel side, u, and this is v minus u. So u is equal to half into sum of parallel side. Okay, so this is u plus v minus u, and into altitude. So what is the altitude here? Here altitude is we need to wait a minute, we don't have drawn the altitude, or we are facing any difficulty here. So here we don't have drawn altitude, or should we draw it? So the altitude should be, yes, there is something mistake here, but what we are seeing here is we need to just add those two parallel sides. Okay, if we add those two parallel sides, what will we get? We'll get something more, no, we are doing one mistake here. Just we are getting the values. So let us just summarize it. तो क्या होगा हमारे पास parallel side कौन कौन से हैं? This is AO, OA, it plus BC into height. So height is something here which is missing. So here height is just missing. So height is missing here, and we think that will be wrong. Okay, so that will become wrong. So let us just draw it once more time. AOBCD, so half into sum of parallel side, OA plus BC. Wait a minute. So this is actually what it is done. So here we'll just do one thing, that we're gonna take the area here. Okay, so just one mistake is there. No, we were just going, absolutely right. I don't think that there was a mistake. If the mistake is there, we'll correct it. Okay, उसी process से चलते हैं. Half into sum of parallel side, half into sum of parallel side. So parallel sides here are OA and BD. ट्रापीजियम ऐसे नहीं है, ये ट्रापीजियम ऐसे है, देखो OA और ये BD. ठीक है, चलो let us write. So half into OA प्लस BD into, now अगर ट्रापीजियम ऐसे है, विजुअलाइज करो उसको, उठाकर ऐसे ला दिया. So this OB will be what? OB will be the height, right? So half into OA plus BD. So OA plus BD. So OA is U, BD is V minus, oh wait a minute, yes, V plus, okay. So V minus U into OB is T. OB is T. Wait, again a mistake. So we'll correct it. Okay, no worries. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everything is correct. So OB is time. Now what we will do here, यहाँ पे हम कुछ चीजें चेंज करेंगे. पहली बात कि हमारे पास पहले इक्वेशन से आता है v is equal to u plus at. v minus u divided by a हमें टाइम दे देता है. यही रिलेशन हम यहाँ पे यूज कर देंगे. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, wait a minute, OA plus BD, OA plus BD, right? So BD is just, BD is V, sorry, V. So this is half into, just solve it out, now your answer will be there. time is v minus u divided by a. Apply the a plus b into a minus b, you will get v square minus u square is equal to 2a. So here यहाँ से क्या मिलेगा हमें, v square minus u square divided by 2a and this is equal to s. अब यहीं से मिल जाता है हमें थर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन. Therefore v square minus u square is equal to 2as. This is the third equation. Now let us quickly practice some questions. I hope you have understood because graphical representation is very easy. It's very easy. Okay. Yet the questions confuse you. Okay. So this is a big graph. Tell me what kind of graph it is. If this is velocity, this is time, what this slope will represent? Obviously acceleration. But tell me what kind of acceleration it is. ये किस तरीके का acceleration है? Okay? ये negative acceleration है, और uniformly decreasing acceleration है, or it's a non-uniform motion. What kind of motion it is? So the answer to this question is that this is a uniformly decreasing acceleration. Okay, and if it was like zigzag path, it was like it is also a decreasing acceleration, but at the end if somebody asks you body अपने last point पे negative acceleration था या positive, your answer will be negative, क्योंकि ये इसको जब हम extend करते हैं ना तो हमारे पास क्या आता है, that there comes the main फंडा, that is यहाँ पे हमारे पास y axis जो होता है वो माइनस में चला जाता है. कल मैंने क्वाड्रेंट समझाया था. And from there we got this concept. अब एक क्वेश्चन करा देता है आपको कि वहां पे एक क्वेश्चन जो है बहुत पॉपुलर है. वो क्वेश्चन क्या है, ये कार है A, ये कार है B और ये कार है C. ठीक है, ये कार A, ये B और ये C. Now the question is asked to you is distance और ये होता है time. तो आपसे ये सवाल पूछा जाता है which has the maximum speed, A, B और C. So the many of us answer that. देखो इसका लाइन ना बहुत दूर तक जा रहा है तो कहीं पक्का ना ये होगा, ये इसमें ज़्यादा तेज जा रहा होगा. बट see the slope. एंगल किसका ज़्यादा है, इसका ज़्यादा है या इसका ज़्यादा है? Angle obviously A is greater. So if याद रखना, more the slope, more is the slope, more is the speed. Okay, and less is the slope, less is the speed. But in case of velocity time graph, more the slope, more the acceleration, less the slope, less acceleration. Therefore A is the fastest. Now another question is asked to you that whether they all meet at a point after they start. कोई ऐसा पॉइंट होता है जहां पर वो तीनों एक साथ मिलते हैं. तो अगर यहाँ पे अगर हम एक चीज ड्रॉ करें तो कोई भी होना तो कहीं पर भी तीनों एक साथ कभी मिल नहीं रहे हैं. ओके, सो दे डोंट meet each other. I'm just giving you a brief introduction of all these questions. Now the last and final question. If a boy throws a ball, तो उसका बताओ ग्राफ कैसा बनेगा. अगर मैंने बॉल लिया, बॉल है नहीं मेरे पास, अच्छा डस्टर को उछाल के देखते हैं. अगर मैंने डस्टर ऐसे उछाला, so what will be the graph? Just locate it on the graph. This is a very interesting question. Should I leave this question or should I solve this one? So अगर मैंने कुछ खींचा ऊपर तो कुछ इनिशियल वेलोसिटी तो मैंने लगाया होगा ना बॉल पे, ऐसा तो जादू हुआ नहीं होगा. I have just I would have applied some force on it, or I would have just throw it away. I would require some force, and due to that force I would have applied some initial velocity to that बॉल. तो अगर वो यहाँ पे पहुंचा, उसकी मैक्सिमम स्पीड मैंने उतनी कर दी. जब वो नीचे आएगा तो क्या उसकी स्पीड घटेगी या बढ़ेगी? वो नीचे नीचे आएगा ना तो उसकी स्पीड जब यहाँ पे वो पहुंचेगा उसकी मैक्सिमम स्पीड होगी, लेकिन वो ऐसा जा रहा होगा, नीचे आते आते ना उसकी वेलोसिटी ऐसे हो जाती है, मतलब उसकी वेलोसिटी बढ़ रही होती है। जब नीचे आ रहा भी होता है ना तो उसकी वेलोसिटी बढ़ रही होती है, लेकिन आते आते नीचे आते आते उसकी वेलोसिटी एकदम नेगेटिव हो जाती है क्योंकि हमारे हाथ में आ जाता है। दैट कम्स टू रेस्ट, that's why this is a very curious case question. Okay, so we have done with this topic, we have done with the graphs, and from tomorrow we are will be having practice session, or we should practice. No, I would not be conducting the practice session on graph because I have already given you a lot of questions. So in the next video I'll be coming with a new topic and a very interesting topic, as Olympics are going on. So circular motion, so we are just aware about different type of motion. Different type of motion बहुत लोग बोल रहे होंगे मैंने छोड़ दिया, but types of motion is coming in the next video, because मैंने उसको last में इसलिए रखा क्योंकि हमारे पास एक type का motion जो है that is explained in our books, so that is why I have just not explain about you about types of motion. So I am going to explain you in the next video. And ओलंपिक्स को ध्यान में रखिएगा क्योंकि ओलंपिक्स से ही एग्जांपल्स कल मैं लेके आने वाला हूँ। सर्कुलर ट्रैक तो यार एथलीट्स को देखा ही है, बट अभी अभी गोल्ड मेडल ही मिला है, तो गो एंड सेलिब्रेट फॉर इट। ओके, टिल देन गुड बाय।